She had perfect credit, a stable job, money in the bank. But the man in the suit looked at her application and said, "You're single, so we can't approve your loan." Wait. What? Yes, there was a time when banks believed that if you didn't have a husband, you didn't have value. Picture this. It's the 1960s. Women are entering the workforce in record numbers. Secretaries, teachers, nurses, even CEOs in the making. But when a woman walked into a bank alone, she didn't see opportunity. She saw a dead end. Banks, by policy, not accident, refused to lend to single women. Why? Because the system believed her income was unreliable. Her career? Temporary. And her future? Assumed to be tied to a man. Cue ambient bank noise fading into silence. She wasn't asking for a favor. She was offering a down payment. She was offering her hard-earned credit. But all they saw was a woman without a ring. And it gets darker. Some banks even required women to bring a male co-signer, even if the woman made more money. Her independence wasn't security. It was seen as a risk. Imagine trying to build your life, and the door slams shut. Not because of your finances, but because of your gender. Here's a shower thought for you. What if the greatest threat to a system built on control is a woman who doesn't need permission? Think about this. If a man applied with the same income, he'd be handed the loan, maybe even a smile. But a woman? Single? She was considered unstable. Not because of her job, but because she had no man to rely on. Now let that sink in. And before you say, "Well, that was the past," let's talk about now. Women of color? Still more likely to be denied loans. Single mothers? Still assumed to be financial liabilities. Black women entrepreneurs? Among the least funded in the world. Discrimination today wears a tie, smiles politely, and hides behind policies and credit assessments. But it's still profiling. It's still injustice. It's still real. The women who fought back, who demanded equal credit access, changed history. They took the system to court. They lobbied. They spoke up. And in 1974, they got Congress to pass the Equal Credit Opportunity Act. For the first time, it became illegal to deny a loan because someone was a woman or single. But that law didn't erase bias. It just named it. And so I ask you, what would you have done if your independence disqualified you from your future? Would you stay silent or speak up? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this story shook you even a little, share it. Because injustice doesn't end when we forget. It ends when we remember. And refuse to let it happen again. They told her she needed a man to succeed. She proved. She only needed a chance.